Today on the Tiger Lacrosse Report, we'll review the Tigers' regular season finale win over the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays. Get ready, fans. The Tiger Lacrosse Report starts now. Hello again and welcome to the Tiger Lacrosse Report. I'm your host, Ben Rosenbaum. Towson Tigers wrapped up their regular season with a dominant 18-5 win over the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays. Let's take a look at the highlights.
And I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but it ended up right in the stick of Angie Benson. Playing catch here with 33 seconds left on the shot clock. Montalbano now trying to drive. Montalbano inside the 8, shoots and scores! Caitlin Montalbano, a ripper! Makes it 2-0 Tigers, 24-43 to go in the first. Net to Brookhart. Brookhart coming back around the near side. In front for Gillingham, shoots and scores. Oh no, that was Montalbano. She makes it 4-0. And with that assist, Sam Brookhart now holds the single season record for most assists in a season for any Tiger with 44. Brookhart wrapping around in front. Farrow shoots and scores. Alyssa Farrow on senior day from Sam Brookhart. 6-0 Tigers, 15:22 to go. Tiger on the far side. Montalbano drives to near side. Looks like she blew a wheel and she drove in front for Kerr, and Kerr drops it home. 11-1 Towson. 3:20 to go in the first. Hopkins maintains control as Schweitzer drives, shoots, save Keating. It's behind her and she'll pick it up. Ball's up. Gillingham with the control. Gillingham with some space. Tigers with numbers. Over to Telekamp. Telekamp shoots high and scores. 17-3.
The Tigers got 5 goals on 5 shots from junior Caitlin Montalbano, who went on to be named CAA Player of the Week. Towson also got 5 goals from sophomore Carly Telekamp. As always, I'm joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Sonia LaMonica. Coach, thanks for joining us.
How are you, Ben?
Good. So we talked before the game about momentum going in the CAA tournament and using this Hopkins game, not trying to look over. You know you were in the tournament at this point.
Yeah.
You picked up some momentum with this win over Hopkins.
Yeah, the team certainly did. It was an outstanding performance from top to bottom, we felt as a coaching staff. From our defensive play, really limiting good scoring opportunities for Hopkins. Solid play from Angie, who had a couple of real nice point-blank saves. And all the way through our midfield on the draws, Nat did a phenomenal job with Emily on the circle. And then offensively, I felt we really shined. We had lots of different combinations connecting. So it was just a really great team play, team effort, and they were really dialed in, very dialed in.
Yeah, starting with the offense, we mentioned Montalbano and Telekamp, each with 5 goals. Hat trick from Natalie Samonte, 2 goals from Gillingham, Durante, Farrow, and Kerr, also all scoring. Sam Brookhart with 4 assists.
Yeah.
The offense, and I said it after the game, and I think you said it as well, that might have been your best offensive performance or the best the offense had looked all season.
Yeah, I think just from the patience that we displayed, our ability to finish, our scoring percentage was very high, so we were really finishing well. And then I just felt we were pretty dynamic. We had a variety of players at different times and a lot of assisted goals, which is also just feels good. It feels good to have that good balance, that dynamic play, and to be able to finish on a lot of our shots. So I thought just again, our players really executed the game plan very well.
You mentioned the assists. Sam, as I said, with 4, she's also now the new record holder for single-season assists with, now over 44. What does that kind of do, for her to be able to, I know it's all about team for her, having talked to her, but for her to cap her career off, and on senior day no less, with becoming that record holder, how does that kind of sum up, Sam?
I think this is just a bit of a dream come true. I mean, from my perspective, Sam, so she's such a great kid, great family. I mean, they all are, but Sam has done whatever's been asked of her. She's played the midfield role. She's moved to a different position, and Coach Mike really helped her develop into a really great attacking threat, and her willingness to be two-handed. I mean, a lot of her goals, assists this season have been left-handed. She's a righty, and she understood that that was something that would help us because we didn't really have a left-handed feeder necessarily within this unit. So she filled that role for us, and she's done it so well. So I just think it's awesome, and the record she snapped was a great record. I mean, Ashley Rohrbach had a phenomenal career as well as a feeder, doing a similar thing, feeding a lot of left and right-handed, and Sam has really done it to even another level. So, and she's got great teammates that have helped to do it. She is such a team player, so I'm really proud of her.
And switching to the defensive side, you guys jumped out to a 7-0 lead, and it was defense wasn't really. The cost turnover numbers weren't huge. We didn't see Conti go off for something like 4 or anyone. But they cut off the angles in the shooting attempts. And it seemed like Hopkins was just beating their head against the wall, trying to figure out how to penetrate, how to get something inside.
Yeah, and I think you could look at the same thing with kind of a lot of those numbers in the past, and nothing glaring this game, but I think that really indicated just such an intent on following through on just the system of the defense, on doing it together, on not overextending or not being overly aggressive when we don't need to be, just hunkering in and doing the strategic stuff very well. And they did, and that translated to not as good scoring opportunities, not putting our opponent on the 8 meter too often, and that it was a really strong effort. So despite, maybe not huge numbers, that's not what it's all about. It's like the unit just protecting our 8 and doing a good job on limiting good angled shots.
And Angie Benson, just 4 saves, but they were magnificent saves. You mentioned point-blank range. I remember one, they got inside finally for it seemed like the first time, and she slammed the door shut. And I looked at the Hopkins sideline, and players have hands on their heads. I've asked you this before, when she slams the door shut, that kills any sort of energy for an offense.
Energy, and she does that, I mean, she comes up big, and I think they all feed off of each other, and she certainly has provided that many times this season, so it wasn't really surprising. It's just that's a testament to, her skills, her ability under pressure, and I think, all these players just did such a great job of more or less holding the rope, together, and each stepping up when it was their moment to shine, and following through. So she had an outstanding game. 4 saves, but 4 big ones.
All right, that'll do it for us today on the Tiger Lacrosse Report. Join us next time when we preview the Tigers' quest to repeat as CAA champions in the upcoming CAA tournament. For head coach Sonia LaMonica, I'm Ben Rosenbaum. Thanks for joining us, and as always, go Tigers.